Hey Facebook friends, how you guys doing this morning? Today is Thursday, so we're just gonna enjoy the day, right? It's supposed to be a nice day today, maybe a little rain, but that's okay. Today I want to explain in a joking way, but not a joking way, because I've noticed, like you guys notice, everyone's panicking and going out and buying tissue. What the hell did this tissue thing come from? So I wanted to explain to you the psychiatry aspect of buying tissue, why people do that. So I wanted to do it in a joking way, but this is a serious issue, and especially when we have a lot of time ahead of us before a lot of us go back to work. So this does apply to some, but not to all. But this is an explanation in my point of view of why people buy tissue. So let me put this down and let's go to the board. All right. Hey, how you doing? All right, here we go. So the psychiatry of buying tissue. So I want to give you, I need to explain three things first as far as buying tissue. Of course it is joking, but it's not joking. All right. So when it comes to addictions, what is addiction? Addiction is the condition of being attracted to a substance, things, activity, or anything that makes you out of balance. Okay. So that's an addiction. Now, when we talk about depressions, okay, when we talk about depression, it is a mental disorder, but depression starts off with low self-esteem, then it drops down to depression, then it drops down to clinical depression. Then we have boredom, which is a issue with a mentality or mental stimulating or stimulation, which sometimes boredom and depression sometimes get confused. So don't confuse. How do you know the two difference? One is a disorder. One is you're just not stimulated. Okay. Your mind is not stimulated. Okay. Now let's go here first, because here's the problem. And this is the cause. The problem is we're not working because there's a virus and there's an ending time. Now, what happens is there's an act, there's a withdrawal. So let me pause for a second and say what the withdrawal really is. Okay, 1 second. All right. So when we are in our active day by day things, what we do, we're in a cycle. And a lot of times when we stop that cycle or interrupt that cycle, those who have addictions can get a little antsy. Those called withdrawal. Like, for example, anyone who's been trying to stop eating sugar, you go through a withdrawal, or you stop with gluten and you go through a withdrawal. Same context when people stop working, they go through a withdrawal. Now, when they go through a withdrawal, they do something. It's a mental withdrawal, but then those who are addicted, like say sugar, gluten, workout. All right, we'll get into that. But those who have an addiction versus those who have a mental disorder versus those who are boredom, they all do different things. Okay, let me put this back down. All right, so let's define that a little bit more. Okay, so the problem is this, not working, there's a virus, but we have an ending time. There's an April 23rd or something. Then there's there's a withdrawal. So addiction, you can be addicted to sugar and gluten and also work out. There's a mental disorder. Now, when there's a problem, there's a panic, anxiety, and craving, okay? Then for other people like boredom, when there's a problem, okay, fine, they're just bored. So what's the difference between the mental disorder and mental stimulation? It's the rationality of the problem. Okay. Normal people say we have a problem. Put you back here right quick. Normal people, we say, all right, here's the problem. There's a virus out there and okay, fine. We quarantine, fine. We understand that. We can rationalize that. We can sympathetic with all. We can socially accept that. That's not an issue. However, the mental disorder person, doesn't think like that. They think panic, they think anxiety, they think craving. So what happens is when this happens, the effect of the position is they panic. Okay, give me one second. All right, let's go back. So there's a cause, problem, there's an act, withdrawal. These different types of people react. Here's the effect. People spend way too much money. People then go to social media and look at social media way too much. People gain weight, problem. There's a problem with gaining weight because those who are addicted to work out, they're really panicking. They're panicking right now because their gym is closed. They get in trouble. Their depression can get into clinical, and then they go buy tissue. All right. But it's joking, but it's not a joke because really what we're talking about is people who have a mental disorder, panicking and have anxiety. And because of the problem, they're acting through their withdrawal, and the cause and effect issue is they're finding something to go do. All right. So at the end of the day, that's really what we've been seeing out in social media, on your TV, and we're all kind of like wondering what the hell is going on. Well, what's really going on is you're seeing a lot of people who have mental disorders panicking, going out to the store and really buying way too much stuff, right? You're buying too, look, we have an ending date, let's say for April 23rd. So from now, that's let's say 2 months. I can see, and it's a very normal process of saying, I got laid off from my work. I have a little money. I need to go buy it just enough so I can have 2 months worth of stuff, maybe 2.5 because I got to start back to work, and then I'll be fine. But mental disorder people who have low self-esteem, depressions, they went into panic mode and they thought the world was ending. So they went to the store and fighting and all of those things. And so that's what's really going on right now. The boredom, I put that up there simply because we have a lot of time. And when people who have been working and using their work in an addicting position, working a lot, what do they do when they don't work? They become lazy. Then they can gain weight, they can get in trouble, depression kicks in, and so on and so forth. So as a psychiatrist, I would say this is a problem in the mind, but it's a problem that we need to understand and accept. When we see people panicking, be mindful those may be mental disorder people. Do not follow behind them and thinking the world is going to end. Use your right mind and know that this is just a virus, this is a problem. Virus, okay, we got to get through it. We'll get through it. The time will come. We'll go back to work. Social structure, infrastructures, this is all going to be back to normal. Do not fall in the trap of following mentally disordered people thinking the world is ending. All right, here's the thing also. Boredom is going to be a number one now. Boredom can lead into low self-esteem, and then from low self-esteem into depression. What do you do when you get bored? Well, think of it this way. If your kids have homework away from school, use that time to go study yourself. Get into motivational stuff. Learn how to do something. Do something like write a book, like what I'm doing, and being very, very active in yourself. Go outside, work out, continuously do your day. You have to adjust it, of course, but it's an inconvenience. But still live, right? And learn. Use this time away from work to enrich yourself, to grow yourself. And if you do that, by the time you get back to work, you'll be fine. So that can use some of your time up for boredom. Other times, just do something, right? Just go hang out, call a friend, call people you haven't called in years and years, and just start a new way of living. I hate to say it, but that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to start a new way, knowing in the back of your mind that it's going to have to end and you're going to have to go back to work. So, yeah, but that's to get rid of boredom. Just start doing, stimulate your mind. What you don't want to do is be on social media all day. What are you really learning? Nothing. That means you're wasting time, and that's I don't like doing, because time is very valuable. So for all of you who are working and it's not working, this would be a perfect opportunity for you guys to learn and grow, enrich and grow yourself. And for everybody else, just stay working and continuously do what you do. But this is the reason why people buy tissue, right? They go into the stores and panicking. Those people, I would say, I haven't done any studies or did any studies, but I would say people who are going out there and buying baskets of tissue are mentally disturbed people, meaning they have low self-esteem, depression, sometimes clinical depression. I guarantee 90% of those people are probably mentally disordered, and then the rest of those people are panicking because they panic and they follow the sheep. And so that's what happens. So that's why people have been buying tissue and going to the store and thinking the world is ending. All right. So if you have any questions and comments or anything like that about addictions, mental disorders, or mental stimulation, something that you need some guidance in how to help get from being bored, just get in contact with me. Let me know. But guys, be mindful. This is a small problem. The government's trying to do what they do. Yes, it's kind of scary because we're in a new thing. Staying at home and not working, and government telling you it is a new thing. True, yes, it's a medical issue. It is not a social issue. Social issue is martial law. We're not in martial law position. This is not a social disrupt. This is a medical disrupt. So we don't have martial law, so the world is not ending. It's just a temporary thing. Okay? But don't follow after some mental disturbed person who's going thinking the world is ending, going to the store, spending all their money, because what money are you going to have in the next month? Right? Be mindful of that. Anyway, so that's all I got today. Addiction, mental disorder, boredom, understand them, problem, how they act, it's a withdrawal, and then the effects of all of that. The effects of all of that is tissue. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll have a great day. It is nice outside. Go out and have fun. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.